we're kind of sneaking around the base again. I have died a few times in this in this level. We're currently doing the Afternoon Delight mission for the Visionary, and yeah, this is Deathloop. You probably heard about it, and it's I tell you what, it's pretty difficult actually. Like the initial part of the game, you kind of in the initial kind of levels, you kind of think, oh, this isn't too bad, but you start getting into it, and it's pretty complicated. Now you see here, I was just trying to collect my body, because you can kind of do that kind of like Dark Souls thing where you pick back up your body with all your kind of like points on it that you collect throughout the level, because it's very much like Dark Souls where you gather kind of like, I think they call them resonance or something, or it's basically like Dark Soul points or souls, where you collect every time you kill someone or you do something, you get these points, and basically if you die you lose them all. It's the same sort of thing. It's like the typical kind of roguelike game. So it kind of adds that extra element of like, oh, you know, God, I don't want to die because it's going to set me back all those points. So you have to try and recollect your body, which I'm trying to do there, but I didn't want to get killed by the turret again, which you can actually hack the turret, but you got to make sure you're not in the line of sight of the turret, or else he's going to shoot you. He's going to shoot you dead, which I die quite often to turrets in this game, because you don't have a lot of health. Like, your health diminishes pretty quickly. But you can see here, I've managed to get a corner on the turret, so I can turn him off. But actually, you see in a minute that he actually does a pretty good job of killing the bad guy for me. Because you can either choose to turn off the robot, or you can let it just shoot other bad enemy AI. So it's pretty useful in that respect. But yeah, no, this game it kind of gets pretty difficult. But this Afternoon Delight mission, so basically what you have to do, you're in this lab or the lair of one of these visionaries, and you have to go around finding these pictograms that she's painted on the walls. And because once you've got all those pictograms, you then have access to the right code, because they match a certain input that you put into to open this secret door. It's all very sort of confusing. And I can kind of imagine a lot of people. So here's the visionary coming to kill me, and my turret's actually going to do the job for me, which is pretty useful. But yeah, it's like, I can imagine people trying to give this a go and maybe getting a bit frustrated with it. Like I at points I get kind of a bit frustrated with it, and it's very kind of I don't know how to explain it really. It kind of holds your hand, but it really doesn't. And it kind of, I don't know, it's quite difficult in the fact that it doesn't tell you exactly what to do, and you don't really know the correct way to do things. So it kind of, I don't know. So for me, sometimes it makes you feel like it can be a bit frustrating, because you don't really know the correct order of stuff that you're supposed to do, and you have to find all that out. And I guess that's part of the game. But if you don't like having to figure stuff out all the time, you probably will hate this game. Like, you won't like it, I'm pretty sure. But you have to. It's basically just a huge puzzle game, and I assume once you found out, like, what I'm kind of hoping is once I found out how to kill all the visionaries in the one day, because that's the main point of the game, I'm basically just gonna have a lot more fun with the game. I'm gonna, upgrade all my weapons and stuff, and I'm gonna be able to just run around, just having a bit of fun on the island, because I think that sounds pretty good. But at the moment, I kind of want to find out. I want to crack the code. I want to kill all the visionaries in one day, because that's the point of the game. So yeah, but so I've killed that visionary, but it doesn't actually mean anything in this game, because you have to kill all the visionaries within one day cycle. That's the theory anyway. So at the moment, I'm trying to crack this code. So because apparently there's two visionaries that meet up in this secret hideaway. So obviously, if they're in the same place at the same time, I can kill two visionaries within one time period. So then that frees up a lot more time for me to actually kill the other visionaries. So yeah, it's a pretty crazy game, but I do recommend it, I have to say. If you've got a bit of patience and you kind of don't mind like all of this stuff, I'm sure you could just read online and you could figure out how to do all of it. But I think there's a lot of fun to be had to just trying to sort of figure out yourself. I'm getting more used to that, because at the beginning I was a bit like, oh, this is a bit sort of almost like too much and too tricky. But yeah, you get used to the flow of it and how it all works. Then you just have to like open your mind a little bit and just have fun with it, I think. So yeah, so here I am putting in the correct data cassette input, which the input is 8, 16, 11, and 4. I don't know why it took me so long, because I actually had to write that down. So I'm actually trying to look at the piece of paper, and then I'm sort of going back up, sort of trying to input it, and it's very fiddly. Like the little numbers are written on the side, and it's it didn't make it easy for me. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you didn't enjoy it, give it a dislike, and yeah, I'll see you later.